Guys, welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. Your girl SGS Creates here, back again with another video. So this is gonna be probably my first video with my face. I have some other videos that I filmed with my face too, but I think this is gonna be the first one I'm posting. So yeah, anyways, so in this video I'm gonna be talking to you a little bit about my education path since high school, and I'm gonna be showing you my accepted OCAD portfolio. So if you just want to see my accepted OCAD portfolio, I'll put the time on screen here and in the description box, so you can skip ahead to just that if you want to. So yeah, just talking about my education path since high school. During grade 11, grade 12, I didn't really know what I wanted to do after high school, what I wanted to apply to. I knew criminology was one of the things, I wanted to do something in law or something in art, but I was mostly focused on law or something because, my parents didn't really want me to do art, so, I had to choose something that was more, I don't know, viable in their eyes, to get a job and stuff after university. So in grade 12 I started researching more into different types of jobs in law, and I ended up looking into forensic science. So I ended up applying to UFT downtown for criminology, Ryerson for criminology, and then UTM for forensic science. And I wanted to apply to OCAD at that time too. I selected on UAC, I selected OCAD as one of my options to apply to, but I never went through with the application, and I just withdrew that choice. So yeah, I didn't end up applying to OCAD then. Anyways, I ended up getting early acceptance to all my programs that I applied to in all the schools. So I was deciding between, again, UFT downtown for criminology, Ryerson for criminology, and UTM for forensic science. So I ended up going with UTM, and I was really happy with that choice. I really loved the program, and I ended up applying to forensic anthropology, the specialist forensic anthropology, and I got in. But when the pandemic hit and everything just went online, before, when everything was in person, I loved it. I loved going to bio labs, I loved anthropology labs, I loved discussing stuff with different people, seeing what others thought about certain things, and discussing, for example, in anthropology we'd have these labs, and we'd look at the different primate skulls, see their evolution, stuff like that. I really enjoyed that in-person aspect. But again, when the pandemic hit and everything just went online, it was really tough, not just for me personally, but I believe for everybody when everything went online, It was really difficult because I never really had classes online in the past, so switching from in-person to online was really hard for me. And at the end of first year, everything got really difficult. I got really stressed. I wasn't eating right, I wasn't sleeping right, and I just had this huge mental health crisis. It was really bad. I ended up going to the hospital and everything. That was end of April, early May that I went to the hospital, and I remember some stuff, but for the most part I don't remember. I blacked out a lot of the stuff. I don't remember some things, I remember other things. It was just really, it was a really bad situation. I'm good now, but at the time, before, every day I would think about what happened, but now not so much. Just during the past year, every day at least I would think of something that happened then. But anyways, apparently, like at the hospital, I told the doctor that I wanted to go to OCAD and I wanted to study there. And I remember when the doctor called to check up on me, he asked if I was doing OCAD, but at the time I wasn't. I was still, because I just got accepted to my specialist forensic anthropology, so I was like, I didn't want to, disrupt that. I wanted to continue with forensic science and forensic anthropology. So, I continued until October, and that was like when midterms were happening and stuff. And I just, like, I could start seeing signs again that I wasn't sleeping right and I wasn't eating right again. And, I kind of like took a step back and I kind of broke down a little bit crying. I was just like, I couldn't do it anymore, like online. Like I know OCAD, like classes now are going to be online too. There are some aspects that are going to be in person, but doing like forensic anthropology online was just like really difficult. And I told my parents that I wanted to go to OCAD, and they're really supportive. They're like, yeah, we wanted you to, do something that you love, something that you're passionate about. So yeah, I ended up stopping like going to online school. I just like dropped all my courses. I think, like, I don't know, yeah, I dropped all my courses, but I dropped my winter courses too. I got like refunded for the winter term, not the fall term, because I was late like a week, so I couldn't get any of my tuition back. But yeah, I ended up applying to OCAD in January 2021 for the September 2021 school year. And I applied to integrated media, digital painting, and expanded animation. So, I was really happy about that. And I got in with my portfolio. So, I was just like really happy. I wanted to do OCAD, since high school, but, I didn't. So, I was just like really relieved in a way and really happy that I got in. So, my overall like plan, I guess, after these 4 years is to become an animator, obviously. But like later on, like right after I finish, I want to get my bachelor's of education so that later on, if I want to become like an art teacher, I can. Because that's what I told like my parents, like, and that's kind of like the plan, that like I'll become an art teacher if I don't really find an animation job, which I doubt, but knock on wood that I find an animation job when I'm done. But yeah, so I know that like courses are gonna be online, and I'm like mentally preparing for that. But for the most part, I think I'll enjoy it better than doing forensic science and forensic anthropology online, But yeah, there are gonna be some in person, some hybrid aspects to the courses and classes, so preparing for that. So now I'm getting into the application process and the portfolio, my accepted portfolio to OCAD. So the application was all online. It was through this website called Slide Room. So on the website, you have to give your OCAD UID number. You have to write a statement of intent, and you have to answer this question, what is the artist's role in society? And then you have to give like an alternate program of interest. Sorry, I'm looking down. I'm looking at the Slide Room website on my laptop here. I just have it pulled up so that I know what I'm talking about. So yeah, after you answer all that, you have your portfolio aspect now. You submit like 5 to 11 items, including your process work. So yeah, so now I'm just going to be showing you the work that I submitted as in my portfolio for OCAD U, Integrated Media, Digital Painting, and Expanded Animation program. So yeah, majority of my portfolio is digital because I have like about half of the things I submitted are like short animations. So I'm going to be inserting that while I'm editing because I can't show you here because I use Microsoft Movie Maker, so I can't really show you like on screen like, you know, here it is, but you'll see when I edit, you'll see the pieces of art then. So again, I'm just looking at the website that I submitted, Slideroom. So the first thing that I submitted was for a Vans Comfy Cush contest. It was for like their new comfy cushion shoes. So, you know, here is that. So yeah, that was my first piece that I submitted. That was like one of my first digital pieces too, so yeah. The next thing that I'm going to be showing you is this logo design I designed for the UTM-SU student union. Nothing really came of that because when I submitted it, that's when the pandemic hit. That's when the pandemic hit, and like they were gonna do this, they were gonna use like the logo for their block party, and again, we couldn't really do that. So, you know, I submitted it, but like nothing really came of like that block party or anything. This was just like to put on like their merch and stuff, but yeah, so here that is. Next is this short animation I did raising awareness for like Black Lives Matter. So that was back in like June. So, you know, here it is. So yeah, it's just basically a spiral of like different names and people who have passed away due to, you know, police brutality and injustices they have faced. So, you know, that's a short animation to raise awareness about it, about Black Lives Matter. Next is this weekend drawing. This one is not digital, so I can show you. This is what it looks like. I put it in a frame, but maybe I'll insert a picture as well. I did a video on this, but you can see only the glare. I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna take it out of the frame because it was hard to put it in the frame, so, but you know, here it is. I did a video on it again, so you know, you can check that out if you want. I'll leave it in a card up above here, probably somewhere on the screen, or I'll link it in the description. But yeah, so this one was with pencil and graphite. Yeah, so this is something that I submitted as well. Let me see if I can try to get it without the glare. Kind of, here you can see it better. But yeah, that's the weekend. So I submitted that as one of my pieces in my portfolio as well. Next is another animation that I did. It's called the Fly Freely animation. Just something short and simple that I did just to have, like, you know, an animated piece in my portfolio. The next thing is my ICU painting. Again, that's another video that I did, so you can check that out as well. I'll bring it right now. So yeah, this is the ICU painting. This is 18 by 24 inches. I did majority of this in Posca pen, and the gold paint was just gold acrylic paint. And the eyes I did in marker and Jelly Roll gel pen, or no, the Uniball Signo white gel pen. So yeah, here that is. This is one of the pieces I submitted as well. So the next piece I submitted was another animation that you'll see. It's called the Don't Litter animation. Just a little, you know, thing with like people, they're like stick people, but yeah, just a little another animation I did. So yeah. So, you know, there was that animation, the Don't Litter animation. The next is another animation. It's called the Hand Tree animation. This is one of my favorite pieces that I've animated. I've had the idea for like a long time. Like I sketched it out in my mini sketchbooks like a few years ago. So yeah, here is that animation. So yeah, that was the hand tree animation. Then the next thing that I submitted is this sculpture that you see over here. I'll get it for you. Hold on. Okay, so this sculpture is called the Hands Heart sculpture. It's very fragile, so I'm trying to, you know, move it slowly so it doesn't break, but this is what it looks like here. So yeah, this is like the orientation that I show it the most because it's kind of like the front view of it. But yeah, so there is this piece that I submitted. And then the last piece that I submitted was the going on a trip painting. So this was from one of my old sketches that I did in my sketchbook. So this is done all in Posca pen. Again, I did a video on this one, so you can check that out if you want. But yeah, so I submitted this one as my last piece. So yeah. So that was my accepted OCAD portfolio. I hope this helped a little, like if you're applying maybe to the same program, or if you're applying to maybe a different program as well, like kind of general idea. I know that they want like a variety of different types of mediums that you've used and stuff, so yeah, it's always good to include like different type of stuff, like again, like the sculpture, acrylic paintings, animations. You could also submit like photography pieces, I believe. Obviously, if you're applying to the photography program. I didn't because I wanted to submit majority as animations. So yeah, that was my accepted OCAD portfolio. I hope this helped. Thank you so much for watching. This is my first video with my face, so I'm sorry for the hideousness that you're seeing. But yeah, I'll see you in my next video. I have a lot of videos stockpiled, so yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna upload next. If it's gonna be one of my face videos or if it's gonna be like a painting video. But yeah, and again, sorry. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.